Hi, my name is Bill Aker. Since 2004, I've served as the coordinator of the Land to Sky Clean Vehicles Coalition. The coalition is part of a larger nationwide network of coalitions housed under the US Department of Energy's Clean Cities program. Our coalitions work with businesses, fuel providers, vehicle fleets, state and local government agencies, along with community organizations to foster the nation's economic, environmental, and energy security. We work locally to advance affordable domestic transportation fuels, energy-efficient mobility systems, and other fuel-saving technologies and practices. Since 1993, coalitions across the country have achieved a cumulative impact in energy use reduction equal to nearly 8 billion gasoline gallon equivalents through the implementation of diverse transportation projects. And that's equivalent to taking over 15 million passenger vehicles off the road for a year. Our coalition serves the western region of North Carolina and is housed under the Land to Sky Regional Council, a local government agency working to implement these practices in our 5-county region. In 2019 alone, stakeholders within the Land to Sky territory avoided over 7,000 tons of greenhouse gas emissions by reducing vehicle miles traveled and utilizing almost 2,000 alternative fuel vehicles. Across the region, we have more than 85 stakeholders and are glad that you're here today to learn more about some of their work. Today we're going to take a virtual tour at the city of Hendersonville, where you'll hear more about how they're utilizing compressed natural gas to power some of their most vital municipal service vehicles, including their refuse hauler and street sweeper. So to tell you a little bit more about their experience with these vehicles and their partnership with Dominion Energy, I'd like to pass it on to Tom Wooten with the city of Hendersonville.
Hi, I'm Tom Wooten, Public Works Director with the City of Hendersonville. I've been with the city about 20 years now, and welcome to our facility. This is the City Operations Center where Public Works, Water Sewer, and our Engineering Department operate out of. Across the street is our Fleet Maintenance Facility where we work on all of our vehicles and equipment, and we park a lot of our cars and trucks and heavy-duty equipment across the street and back on the back lot over here. And so we'll start walking across the street and kind of give you a tour. So Hendersonville is in western North Carolina. We are within Henderson County. Hendersonville's population is about 14,000, a little over 14,000. And so we have quite a few visitors coming in to our downtown area every day. So we're actually serving a larger population than just City of Hendersonville's population. We've got about 300 or so pieces of equipment, or vehicles actually. We have a lot more if you can count all the equipment that we work on, and that includes, like I said, cars, trucks, fire trucks, dump trucks, garbage trucks, street sweepers, pretty much everything that we need to keep Hendersonville safe and clean and under control. We do all the maintenance, like I said, here in the garage. We work on everything. We contract out very little stuff unless we absolutely have to. So currently we've got 5 CNG vehicles. We have 2 Freightliner dump trucks that we're using. They run every day. Both of those are in our street department. We've got a recycling truck, actually, as you can see behind us. And so that goes out on the route when we need it. Right now it's just a backup truck, but we've used it for almost 8 years on a daily basis. We've got a street sweeper. It runs every day. It's got a CNG engine that runs the actual truck. And then also the engine that actually runs the sweeping mechanism runs off of CNG. So there's actually 2 engines on that unit, and both of those operate off of CNG. And then we've got a pickup truck out at our wastewater plant, and it's biofuel though. I think everybody's got safety concerns when you start using a new type fuel. You know, there's always safety concerns, but we had great resources. We had Dominion Energy, Henderson County, Land to Sky folks, and other municipalities who were already using CNG, and we were able to reach out to those folks and see, you know, how these things operate and actually do some safety training, with them. And so, all that helped settle our nervousness or fears. And then we've got, I think it's 5 zero-turn mowers that we just acquired, and those are propane. It's our first experience with propane equipment. We'd love to convert some vehicles to propane, but we just haven't done that yet. We don't have any electric vehicles yet. We do have some electric vehicle charging stations in town, but that's something else we're working on as well. So our city council had an interest in sustainability, and when the grant opportunities became available, they had a desire to make some conversions, try to do something with our fleet that was more sustainable. So we pursued it, and we're able to get 5 vehicles converted to CNG. Yeah, without City Council's support, we would not have been able to do this. Our mayor is a big advocate for sustainability. She drives a Chevy Volt. She has been for a long time. And without council's support, we wouldn't have got funding for the equipment and wouldn't have been able to make the conversions.
For the city, I would certainly hope that we will continue in this fashion. We've been very fortunate to get some grants to help to fund these pieces of equipment. We have an environmental sustainability board in the city. They are encouraging the city council members to continue to use more environmentally friendly types of vehicles and equipment. I drive a 2012 Chevy Volt. When I'm driving on electric, which is the vast majority of the time, I'm not putting out any pollutants in the air. Clean air is so important to this region. I feel like I'm contributing to that. It's also economical. I have a level 2 charger at home, so I can plug in there. Plus, it is very economical for service. Just delighted with it and very pleased with my purchase.
So we run lots of equipment on a different variety of fuels, gas, of course, diesel, CNG. We're fortunate to have Henderson County's CNG station next door to us. Dominion Energy also has a station in Mills River. So if Henderson County has an issue with their station, we can go down the road and fill up at their station. So that's been great, just having a station next door and a station close by, just if we need it, or if we're working on that side of the town. When Henderson County built their station, we were able to go over and go through some safety training for the guys to actually have some hands-on experience and see actually how to hook up the nozzles, how to turn on the valves and release the pressure and all that stuff. So it really set those guys at ease when they were able to go through that safety training, and that was a huge benefit for us in helping make the decision to do that.
Hi, I'm Lee McElrath with Dominion Energy, and we're here at the Henderson County CNG station. We're going to walk you through just a few of the components and discuss what this station does. At Dominion Energy, we support clean fuels. We've been a supporter of CNG for years, and one of the roles that we play is we try to introduce this fuel type to different customers for different applications, and we've had some good success over the years doing that. The foundation of the station is the compressor, and this is a Sauer duplex compressor system that can do 178 cubic feet per minute. So it's a pretty robust system. It supplies the fuel it compresses that fuel up to meet a 3,600 psi need at the dispenser. So it compresses the fuel to a little bit higher pressure, and it dumps that fuel into these storage spheres. And they have 6 of those spheres here at Henderson County, which give them about 480 gallons of available CNG at any given time. Well, the CNG station here in Henderson County is owned by the county, They built this station back in 2011. They got some grant money from the Department of Transportation, around $600,000. And then additionally got some grants from the Carolina Blue Skies grants in 2012 to finish the station and add some storage. And we can move from here over to the dispenser. Dispenser looks just like kind of like a gasoline or diesel fueling pump, just with a few differences. Connecting the vehicle to the system is not difficult. This is your fuel hose apparatus here. Push this on the vehicle and it snaps in. Once you do that, you turn this nozzle, and at that point you come up to this area right here, which is your Fuel Master. This is the Fuel Master fuel management system, and it takes a credit card or a little apparatus called a Pro Key. You can hit this start button, and the vehicle will automatically fill with fuel, and once it reaches 3,600 PSI capacity, it automatically shuts off. And at that point you can close this off and remove the fuel hose and put it back on the dispenser, and you're done. Yeah, Dominion Energy has 10 public fuel stations across the state. We have 2 in western North Carolina, 1 in Mills River and 1 in Asheville. And Henderson County Station is open to the public. Folks can drive in here and fuel 24/7. One of the other features that a Fuel Master system offers the county is it can generate reports on each vehicle that fuels, and those reports keep up with how often they fuel, how much fuel they use, and the mileage that they've been, and so it does help them with their maintenance program on their vehicles, so they know when to do their routine oil changes and things like that. Well, we look at the fleets that will get the best benefit from using CNG, the fleets that typically have low mile per gallon type vehicles, larger vehicles, trucks, and refuse trucks, any kind of distribution trucks that are carrying products in a region. Also in the tractor and trailer market, that's a very good application. They use a lot of fuel when they travel and haul all kinds of different products and services. So.
My name's Stacy Redden. I work for the City of Hendersonville Public Works. This one's a little quieter than a diesel. Seems the oil changes is not as much as frequent as a diesel vehicle, and it's a little greener for the environment. They take a little longer in the morning when you start them up. You've got to let them come, especially in cold weather, because they are gas and have gas regulators, and as the gas goes through the regulator, it gets cold. So the motor of the truck circulates the antifreeze through lines back there to keep the regulators from freezing up. So in the morning you have to let them warm up about 10 minutes before you take off, or the regulators could freeze up till the antifreeze comes up to operating temperature. Other than a lack of little power, you can't tell any difference between it and a diesel vehicle. Like I said, it's about as simple as fueling up a gas or a diesel vehicle.
So initially there was a large price difference between diesel fuel and natural gas, so we were able to benefit from that cheaper price difference. So that was one big factor. The other factor you mentioned was noise. It's incredible. If you take a street sweeper, which is loud, and he goes out early in the morning, and when we were running the old street sweeper, we would get complaints constantly from the residents. But when we started using the street sweeper, they were like, "What did you guys do? What's different?" Well, we switched to CNG, and it's so much quieter than the other truck. Natural gas is so much more clean burning than diesel fuel. When the guys are on the back of the truck, they're not smelling that exhaust all the time, so it's a benefit for them too.